Dear students, this is Dr. N. Venkatachalapathi, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. This course is Experiential Engineering Education, Design Thinking Part 2. So, I am going to discuss on the design thinking, prototype, and in that major important terms are creativity, innovation, and this lead to success. So in this case, we will discuss one by one. In this video, I am going to give the basic definition of design thinking, some of the examples related to the design thinking, and how the innovative products or process or service benefits and to become a patentable, and what are the different type of prototypes to be done, and what are the resources. Okay, and coming to this term design thinking, as you know that design thinking can be defined as it is the process of solving the problems by prioritizing the customer needs. It is interesting. So whenever the customer expecting something new, something different, automatically there is a one problem. So that problem, if you have a solution, that you can do some prototype, and if the prototype has been successful, you can do a startup, and mass production can be done. So that is why the design thinking mainly it relies on observing with empathy how the people interact with their environments, and how employs an iterative hands-on approach to create innovative solutions. So here in this diagram you can clearly understand that what about the handcrafts all by self, and what is the design thinking where user centric, this is user or customer. So what about the main importance of maker interact, understand with the customer, does all to give the best experience to the customer or not. This is the one interesting one in this design thinking process. So first of all, the design means you should focus on the customer only. So the customer always think in a way that they need some priorities. So whatever the customer problems we have to solve and rectify that problems, automatically you should develop a lot of products and process and services. Okay, so that is why here you can see the maker collects what customer wants. So this is what forecasting. So any product, for example, you take a mobile phone, the 20 years before, what was the position of a mobile phone? So 10 is 2010. What about the now 2022? So what is the present smartphone? Every home, the 4 members of their family, the 4 mobiles are there. So how they can utilizing the mobile phone into useful form for education purpose, for entertainment purpose, for creative, whatever the purpose, the customer expecting in different example, some what you call some appliances, majority of the appliances, and some automobile field, that is what you call ambassador car to Audi car, and some of what you call bikes, variety of bikes. Okay, so bikes, two-wheelers, what different type of design with respect to animal shape, and some different type of which the like the use of the people. Okay, so all this comes under this design thinking only. So that is why in this diagram there are two triangles and one semicircular. Semicircular, how it can able to done. So there is before 1950 what will be, and 1950 to 1960 whatever the worth of the products the customer focused. 1972. So when I bought in 1970, at the time, so there is no innovation at all. Only the people are whatever available that are using. And 1980, what about the progress about this what you call some important parameters, and 1990 afterwards 2000. So after 2000, 2010, 2020. So every 10 years the customer attitude has been changes. So that lead to be the so many problems can be solvable with the industry requirement. So first of all, you should able to assess what type of product. Everybody having the lot of ideas, but idea generation is the one aspect, and when you wanted to idea to become a product, to become a process, to become a service, you should have a lot of work should be there. So that work only here look at in this there will be growth needs and deficiency needs, D needs, G needs, and physical needs, safety needs, so and social needs, and extreme needs, self-actual. These are the some of the terms where the really customer expecting. So the serving the need more important than the touch the man or bring functional or emotional experiences. So look at here the human needs and design evolution. Because of the human needs only, the design evaluated design thinking has been introduced. So first psychological. So psychological feeling thought in our mind, any human being that come to some product or service. And safety. So safety precautions. For example, if you say in a press missions, okay, some high tonnage, 1000 tonnage pressing mission, they are putting for on off switches. One hand can be operated switch, then it cannot start. Both hands should be operated, then only it can be moved upon. Because of the tonnage suddenly fell, then if you keep your hand in inside that, your there is a damage of your hand. So suppose you are operating two hands of this on button, but your friend come and keep your hand into in that press machine, it may be spoiled. In that also some cover in the sense some net some metal work of net can be put, so that even your friend also come and discuss also nothing will happen. Like safety needs also, safety precautions, they are developing a lot of products, services and ideas. Okay, so this is what from traditional changes, from first function and styling and use of worth, aesthetic appearance, the customer appearance, and scientific, and some of this what you called this after interaction with the customer and using, that is what always the serving need more important than the touch the man. So that is why you can see the Maruti Suzuki, its servicing very, very attractive. So because of the servicing facilities throughout India, they will prefer Maruti. That is Wagoner or so, Swift. That servicing facility will be here. So like that, if you purchase some Audi car and some, there are also limited servicing facilities will be there, but that is also it is a global level, and how they can do any problem arises through online or offline, and a person sent to the workshop, etc. All that things also will be considered. So that is why, so from traditionally there is a generation to generation, first generation, second generation, third generation, the present young generation, what they are thinking, everything should come easily. Okay, so because the COVID also taught so many things. So in the COVID period, every family members, people are staying in the home only. So simply sitting in the home, how you will get money? So that is what through software. Everybody work on the laptop and mobile phone, and you have to generate the lot of ideas that only can exist. Swiggy, huh? And some of the apps has been developed for health, food, and all this, even Olo cab and some two wheeler, whatever thing through just providing app and doing that thing, you can get easily with the customer requirement. So that is why you have to think. Whatever the product has been introduced to, there is a lot of work and lot of ideas will be generated that can be filtered, and finally the final idea as per the requirement of the customer, then only that may be success. So that is why design thinking is a process for solving the problems by prioritizing the customer needs for who else. So this is what about the design thinking that can be explained step by step process, and it is also comes under the scientific process. Maker collects, then what customer wants, what is possible with the availability of the technology. The technology, even nobody knows the usage of this phone pay, GPay, and everybody just by touching they can learn easily. Yeah? That is user friendly. Apps are developing as per the requirement. And coming to the what is design thinking? So this is what interesting. So everybody design thinking as not so simple as you have to be use hand, body, and mind, and heart, and soul. So it is a sequence of process. To reach that soul, there is a 4 steps will be there. To reach heart, another 3 steps. To reach mind, 2 steps. Body, then hand. So like that, design thinking is a method of creative problem solving. So not ordinary problem solving, some creative problem solving. It draws upon logic or imagination, intuition, or systematic reasoning to explore possibilities of what could be and create desired outcomes and benefit the end user. Benefit of the end user having empathy to key filter. So this is what you can see in this Venn diagram. There is a that thick blue color, and here this is what finally to reach that space. The lot of exercise will be there, lot of thinking should be there. Based on that only can able to identify the which product is suitable for the customer and his way of thinking, and how it will come to the real life problems to solve by any persons. And there is a collaboration also is required, so that any complex problems can be easily solved by the collaboration of some process industry, product industry, and material industry, etc. Now let us see how we will understanding the engagement. So look at first here. This is pity. I am sorry for you. So suppose anything if you ask in that shop, I'm sorry for you. I don't have that product. I don't have that thing. So then second case, I feel for you. Sympathy. Okay, next time we will bring that some sympathy. Empathy means I feel with you. So we are having that product. I maybe tomorrow will get that product. Finally, compassion. I am moved by you. So because of that customer, more customer coming to have that product, automatically he is moved to design, fabricated, manufacturing, and doing as for the customer requirement. Even some even pharmaceuticals and medical field also, if the customer comes, if the tablet it is not available in that medical shop, immediately he will get through some the tablet is available with the stipulated time. So like that it should be some collaboration with the people, with the some industries, so that automatically once you have to come to the customer should not go back without getting that product. So that is what about the how much effort you have to put. The size of what you call circles, you can see goes on increasing. It is a pity, sympathy, empathy, compassion. The diameter of the circles goes on increasing. Like that, your mass production also, the product will be success. Your product development and producing the components, and the cost also can be improved better. And let us see what are the benefits and some products of examples to be patentable also. If you done that thing, automatically you can able to perform better. Okay, so one thing I would like to add, the mindset is very important. For example, you can say example, the doctor mindset always should be serviceable. At any time he will come. At any time he will come, the doctor is ready. Suppose If a patient comes, the doctor is not available. One day the customer will say that whenever I will go, he is not available. Even one day also you are not available. That will go to the society. You are not available. Even Sundays, holidays like that. That is very important. Service oriented doctor should be 24/7 is available. Even if we are having any other work parallelly, we should able to take that customer into a some good serviceable person. And also how to with that name comes automatically your working capability automatically you required the people is more, so that saving life is very, very important rather. That's what prevention is better than cure. So some uh, if any problem occurs for a body or anything else, for fever, cold, etc. So you should first prevention is better than cure. Some little bit tablet or injection and some what test is required that you should know. So without that, you can identify the what type of disease you have like that. And coming to this security person, so always in nowadays everywhere you can go. Either it may be industry, either it may be service, either it may be automobile shop, either it may be what you call it, market, that what you call it, supermarket, or if you go for anywhere, the security person is essential. Then what are the important? What is the role of a security person? Like that, you should think. That always engineering also nowadays create a problem solving. The teacher means teaching. Engineering means some identifying the problem solving techniques. So that is what the mindset is very, very important for doing good product design and manufacturing. And second important thing is thinking and mind doing. So when you think positively, so I have to complete this work in today itself. So that the body also should able to act. So mind and body will act automatically. The work. So your mind say today can do, the body because of lazy, because of tired. Okay, let it be tomorrow. You should go like that. Body's work experience also very, very important. Doing whatever the desires in your mind. So you should give a feel to mind which can be felt even after the event. So we should not give break continuously. We are not a robots, we are not a thing, we are human beings. We should think with our mindset, then you can progress. So that's why later on bring in heart and soul into a product and service. You should feel I wanted to generate prototype, I wanted to do this. Some emotion should be there. Memories with the user, then only you can able to have. So for example, servicing in a hotel versus home. So whenever, how every day what you are eating food in home, and why the people are attracting the hotel for the servicing and varieties of food and environmental, etc. So because of the COVID, majority people are again hotel to come to the home. So because homemade food are better than the hotel food. Now they realized. Similarly, nurse to patient. How do you, if you patient come to the hospital, what is the main important requirement of the nurse? That pre-requirement should be done. That if it is a fever person came, have to test the how much degree of temperature, and you have to do some tests like that. And similarly, nurse to patient, just like as a sister to brother. So then only the people and service will be attracted. And similarly, mother to child, son to father, students to class. Okay, student class to events, office work to domestic service. So there are three important thing in a product design or manufacturing. First one is very, very important, desirable. Desirability. A person should have a desire to do things, desire to act, desire to understand. So there is where people always have a lot of desires. But which is the good desire? The desire come to true. What are the steps to be taken? What are the methodology? That is what about the feasibility. So if you have any idea, when your idea will be taken into the maker or manufacturer, simply will say it is feasible or not feasible. Directly by seeing your idea, majority of the people are telling it is not feasible, it is not feasible. The way you give the generation of the idea, very important for the come to the third stage of entrepreneur stage. So the feasibility means technology, which technology used, what is the process, already existing one. So what are the drawbacks they are facing? Any new things can be opted. That is also very important. And finally, the third important thing is viability. So design and feasibility like innovation type, and viability means entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. Once you have to be confident on the idea generation and product development and mass production. Okay, it will expand in the so many places. Okay, not only India, even global level also you have to compete with your product design and feasibility, so that it will, especially for educational services also. Why nowadays the people are all the people are accustomed to do the MS in abroad. Okay, there's a lot of exposure in practical exposure, and all majority of the even Stanford University people think that everyone should become an entrepreneur. So that is, he should be one owner of that company. So he can give the opportunity to the society, those really struggle and really want the job, that type of people. Okay. So whenever this feasibility means technology and how we will proceed, and finally viability means the business and bottom line. How at a time nobody even nowadays by starting an engineering college immediately next year they are expecting profit. How we will get the profit? The engineering colleges or educational institutions, first they have to put should wait for 4 to 5 years. Then they have to start thinking about whatever you can given the idea for the societal development like educational facilities and all. You should think in a positive manner. This is what about the how the product design and manufacturing comes to desirability, feasibility and viability. These three are very very important. Any product and services to be required for the customer, you should select not only yourself, even industries also they'll select desirability, feasibility and viability, so that you can able to have the good benefits. And if you do a prototype on good product, definitely you can able to patent, file a patent. Okay, so once I had to register, then filing, and that's what it is, a social or technical, that will decide for the that consultancy people. Okay, so this is what about the next another interesting one. What is the basic difference between design innovation and what about this human centric? These two diagrams are very important and interesting one. Look at to start with all three. There is what first one desirability, second feasibility, third viability. So if you all are focused on these three terms, desirability, feasibility, viability, definitely you can able to success in your life and your design innovation. Okay, and you shall take initiatives and efforts to bring them together, make it to merge and intersect to bring the innovation solutions like feasible solution, viable solution, while beginning the user-centric activities. That both are very interesting and useful. So even you can see innovation solution should be only one, that innovation incubation center head what they are doing. They are clearly focused on human centric. People want of need, desire, and choice. So at least anyone should the student can attract this what you call need, desire, and the choice. Okay, so that is why this is what about the innovation solution, and design innovation nothing but viability, desirability, and feasibility. Okay, so here the first one is ability to work and survive, ability to feel good, and ability to convened, conveniently done. Okay, so shall we come with three? If if that stand alone it's of not much of use of industry society maybe itself. So that is why to start with this idea generation, desirability, feasibility and viability, three parameters are very much interested and important. And let them focus, all the students should focus on this desirability, feasibility and viability so that idea to become a component or part and services. So another interesting design innovation is nothing but the ability to work and survive, viability, and ability to feel good, desirability, and finally ability to convenient done. Okay, feasibility means again the stability or ability to conveniently done. So shall be looked combine three if they stand alone, if not much used industry society may be self. So thank you very much for this session. I hope this design thinking part 2 session all the students can understand. If you have any queries and any doubts regarding this, you can call or mail me. Okay, so n dot Venkatachalapathi at IARE.ac.in. So you can put in letter to mail in this mail ID so that you will rectify whatever the ideas, whatever the problems may understand together effectively. So this is what about the design thinking part 2. I hope all the students can understand clear. And in the next class, we will discuss some other new topic for this preparation. Okay, thank you, good luck.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.